Hi there, and welcome to What's Smart Cooking. Today I'm cooking a dish called Pastitsio. It's a pasta bake not unsimilar to lasagna. So let's get the pots and pans out and let's get cooking. There's a lot of ingredients in today's recipe. First off, we start with pasta. I'm using 500 grams of penne pasta. For the meat sauce, I'm using 1 kilo of lean mince, a 400 gram tin of diced tomatoes, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, a teaspoon each of salt, pepper and oregano, a couple of bay leaves, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, 3 cloves of garlic and 1 medium-sized onion. For the bechamel, I'm using 1 litre of milk, about 4 cups, 100 grams of plain flour, 100 grams of unsalted butter, 2 eggs, 50 grams of parmesan cheese and half a teaspoon of nutmeg. There's really not a lot of preparation for this dish. Peel the onion, then dice it up. You want to dice it up fairly small. Careful not to cut your fingers when you do this. That's one half done, onto the other half. That's the second half done. Next is on the garlic. Give them a fine chop. That's just about right, I think. That looks perfect. Now we start cooking. Onto the meat. Get the heat happening. About 2 tablespoons of oil. I think it's getting close. I think it's time. Put the meat in. And break it up with a big spoon. We're going to cook the mince until all the pink is gone. You can see there that most of the liquid is evaporated off. Just making a bit of a well in the middle there. I'm going to add my onions and garlic. Stir all that in. At this stage we can add our aromatics. Our salt, our pepper, oregano, bay leaves and the cinnamon. Mix them all in well together. Let that cook away for about 4 or 5 minutes, then we'll add our tomato. The onion and garlic are sweated out a little bit. Time to add some tomato. About 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. 1, 2. Let the tomato paste cook a little bit before we add our diced tomatoes. In go the diced tomatoes. Add about a half a tin of water. Give it a really good mix. Going to let this go for about 15-20 minutes. Whilst that's happening, we'll put on our pasta to start cooking. The water's on for the pasta. A pinch of salt. We'll add the pasta when the water starts to boil. Time to add the pasta. The pasta will take about 10 minutes to cook. Let's see how the meat sauce is going. Well, that looks just about right to me. Time to take it off the heat and we'll start working on our bechamel. The first step of our bechamel is get the butter melted. Once all the butter is melted, we'll start incorporating the flour. Add the flour slowly, stirring as you go. After you've added all the flour, start adding milk slowly. Add the rest of the milk and stir it away. Keep stirring, make sure you get all the lumps out. can feel it start to thicken up as you stir. That's pretty close. I'm going to take that off the heat. Just keep stirring it. Let's check the pasta. There's still a little bit to burn, but we'll finish cooking off in the oven. I'm going to take it off the heat. Time to add the cheese to the bechamel. About half of what we've grated, so about half a cup goes in now. Mix that all in. Add the nutmeg. The last thing that needs to go into the bechamel is the eggs. We'll put that in a bit later. Time to start constructing our dish. Start by putting in our pasta. Now our meat sauce. Some people just put it in a layer. I'm just going to mix it all in together, the way my mother used to make it. Now into our baking dish. The last step is to add our eggs to our bechamel. 1 egg and just the yolk from the second. Mix it all in together. Put a good layer of the bechamel on top of the pasta. One last step before it goes into the oven. Sprinkle the remainder of the parmesan all over the top. Next step, into the oven. I preheated the oven to about 200 degrees Celsius. I'm going to put that in now until the top turns brown and when that's cooked. Well, that looks just about done. Doesn't that look great? Can't taste it just yet. It's way too hot. Besides, it's got to set first. Well, it's been out of the oven now for about half an hour. The bechamel is set and it's cooled down enough for us to be able to taste it. Time to dish up. Time for the taste test. Well, it's not as good as what Mum used to make, but it's not too bad. Well, I hope you liked today's recipe. And if you did, hit the like, subscribe, share and leave a comment. Don't forget, hit the bell icon to be notified when I upload the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.